there's one way that we can get China to get North Korea to back down and to stop threatening world peace with nuclear weapons and guided missiles. And that is, we could begin the process of transferring nuclear weapons to Japan and to South Korea. This would send a signal to China that would absolutely light them up, because the historical animosity between China and Japan is very deep, and the memories of Japanese atrocities in China during World War II runs very fresh to the Chinese people. But if we make the point that if North Korea is going to play fast and loose with nuclear weapons, then we're going to arm our allies with those weapons. And China better get used to it and can head it off by disciplining Korea and stopping them from becoming an aggressive nuclear power threatening the rest of the world. The other point, of course, is that every foreign nation that is considering attacking another nation with nuclear weapons and has to question whether the United States really would intervene to save its ally. Charles de Gaulle used to ask, would we trade New York for Paris? In other words, if North Korea were to hit Seoul or were to hit Tokyo, would we really retaliate against North Korea nuclear and wipe it out at the threat of having some American cities incinerated with nuclear weapons? It's always a question. But there is zero question, no question, that the Japanese would act if their cities were hit, and ditto for South Korea. So you strengthen the deterrence. You make it much more immediate when you give nuclear weapons to your allies. And I know that our goal has always been non-proliferation, but what that's meant in practice is only our adversaries get nuclear weapons. Iran, North Korea, China. And it's time that we actually use the threat of nuclear weapons to stop proliferation. And this is, I think, the best solution right now. Now, I just want to let you know two things. First, my new book, my wife and I wrote, Rogue Spooks, The Intelligence War on Donald Trump, is now available for pre-order from Amazon or Barnes & Nobles or Books A Million or anybody. And if you pre-order it now, I'll send you a signed copy when the book comes out for publication in the middle of August. I want this to open as #1, and pre-orders count in that. So please, if you want the book, order it. It really exposes the whole bit as to what's going on with this Russia scandal, with the FBI, with the CIA, with the Brits, with the Ukrainians, and the whole bit. And it's really the first book of its kind. I think it'll be a big blockbuster. And on a lighter note, if you're hanging around at 5 o'clock today, there's a new website that the guy at the other end of that camera, Clayton Leota, put together called The 5 O'Clock Hour. That's THE, the letter 5, the number 5, OCLOCKHOUR.com, The 5 O'Clock Hour. And on it today, he has a very important history lesson of the history of the martini. So if you're an aficionado or a devotee of that particular beverage, you'll find that a lot of fun. Thanks a lot for watching.